Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/inkdependence, where patrons get access to a patron-only Discord, ad-free videos, and the joy of knowing they help support this channel. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and today I have a cool pin to show you because I just got it in the mail today. It is one that I heard was going to go up on the site, and I wrote a note like, go buy this, and then I did. So that's how this happened. And this pin is made out of some cool stuff. This is a tactile turn pin, so it is going to be a roller ball. This is the bolt action short in G10 and titanium. These are proudly designed, machined, and assembled in Texas. In fact, they make all the parts except for this, the refill in the shop, which is pretty darn cool. So, and before we get into what this pen looks like, I'll show you this in just a sec. I want to talk a little bit about G10 because it can look very different depending upon how you finish it and the sort of thing that you make out of it. It is very commonly used for knife scales, which are the sides, the thing you hold on to on a pocket knife or other kinds, but I just really do pocket knives. And the texture of it is excellent, right? So G10 is also known as Garolite, and according to Wikipedia here, because that's what I Googled, it is a high-pressure fiberglass laminate, a type of composite material. It is created by stacking multiple layers of glass cloth soaked in epoxy resin and then compressing the resulting material under heat until it cures. And it's made in a bunch of flat sheets, like a few millimeters thick. So the interesting thing about this is that if you're using it for knife scales, like, you don't have to have that many sheets. You don't have to stack it that deep most of the time. These are all a little bit different. You can see they are polished, and they are sort of, I guess, whittled into various shapes. And one of the nice things about G10 is like, it's very grippy. It feels very good in the hand. And sometimes you polish it so it has this sort of shine, as on this one as well. And it might remind you a little bit of things like micarta, which are also used for these purposes. And it is a lot like micarta, but it is different in some very particular ways. So let's take a look at it on this pen. This one is in natural G10, which I like a lot. I think it's a fun color. And this is what it looks like. It's also, you'll notice, the same as this one. So this is a Spyderco PM2, and I really like this this material. It looks like it ought to glow in the dark. Like, it's got that kind of green glow in the dark-ish color, but it doesn't actually do that. So it's just that's just the color of the material when it is raw. That is just raw or natural G10. And this one is a little bit polished. It's also been a bit more polished because I've had this knife for years and I carry it a lot, so it gets, like, hand wear and that sort of thing. This is fresh as a daisy, and you can still see it's got like some of these white bits in here, and those I'm sure will kind of come off as I'm using the pen, and they'll be sort of like buffed down a little bit by usage in my hand. This material is pretty tough. This will be a very hard to destroy pen for sure. The rest of the hardware in here is titanium, this carrier and bolt and this clip and all that jazz, titanium, but the rest of this, natural G10. Now, you can also dye natural G10. Apparently it takes dye very well. I've never done that. I like the way it looks sort of, raw and on its own. You can also see through here the O-ring. This material is fairly translucent. You'll be able to see once I take it out that this is the refill, and you can see it through the material. That's kind of fun, I think. So this is almost a demonstrator tactile turn. As always with tactile turn, the fit and finish is excellent. I do think that this feels very different from the standard tactile turn stuff, because this is what tactile turn does when they do powder coat, and you can see the little grooves in here, and that gives you a little bit of just like a little groovy texture for your fingers to sit on. I've also got it here in Tecaform, which is another fancy plastic. You can hear the sort of the sound that makes as you rub your fingernail down it, because it has that little bit of texture to it. This feels very different. I can't really feel the grooves so much, and that could be because G10 just doesn't take the grooves very well. Maybe they didn't even put the grooves. No, I can kind of see them, but it's very interesting how this pen feels in the hand. And it's noted on the website that this would feel kind of rough from the factory, but that as you use it, it kind of wears down, especially like where you're putting your fingers and that sort of thing. And it kind of like polishes itself, which is kind of neat. I'm looking forward to that. It does have this nice bolt action right here. Mine is pretty strong. This is a pretty strong bolt action, and it feels different than the one on here. Probably just a matter of how strong that spring is. As I mentioned, they do make their own springs. And so I think I could probably like compress that spring, like smoosh it down real good, and maybe I would be able to make it a little less, I don't know, violently You can watch this go. Like it really pops. And it takes a little bit of finger force to get that down. So it's actually, I mean, it's starting to feel better as I use it, I think. But I don't think it feels quite as good as this one. I think it's just because the spring is a little bit tighter. So yeah, it's an interesting thing about those pens. So yeah, this is a cool pen. It's not going to be for everybody. And they made some in like an olivey sort of color as well. But if you're a person who likes customizing things, you could get this one and you could probably dye this with like some RIT dye or something like that and make it just about any color you want. I know a lot of folks in the like the knife community and that sort of thing will do that. Or some, this isn't made out of, pens aren't made out of this very often, frankly. This is only my second G10 pen. The other one is an orange Bexley. And apparently, unless you have special tooling, this stuff will just burn through your tools way more quickly than other things like plastics and that sort of stuff, because this glass nylon composite epoxy thing is just it is kind of brutal on tooling. And also G10 is not usually this thick because it's done in a few millimeters, and you can actually see the layers. Each of these little stripes is a layer. And so they must have special ordered this to get it thick enough to turn down into a pen. And I'm sure that was not super easy. So if you see one of these come up and you like this look, take the jump. This was 99 bucks. So pretty much just the, kind of common price for the Tactile Turn pens. I like this short form on these plastic ones. They are a lot thicker than the regular Tactile Turn pens. You can see how much thicker that pen is there than the usual barrel, which is kind of nice. One of my friends said, oh, it kind of feels like a big crayon. I'm like, yeah, or one of the like big pencils used in like kindergarten or something. Like, it's a thick pen, but I really like the thickness and the weight. I think it's very comfortable to use and to write with. So there you go. That's the Tactile Turn plastic series in G10 and Techiform, which is real interesting. So these are not usually available on the site, but sometimes they do have drops. Keep an eye out for these. They are real cool. They also have an Ultim one, which I haven't gotten yet. One of these days I'll get an Ultim one, but I just haven't gotten one yet. But I will, because I like this form. All right, that's it. I will see y'all soon in another video. Until then, peace out.